Everyone surviving so far. Oh, they are not getting hit.
Look, it goes forward. What a move! That's a big breaking, and that's what you want to see. Lots of pressure put on the McLaren driver, but he's dealing with it like a boss.
Inside to the left, and the full stick green, but on the outside, I think full stick takes a little bit too much curve. Nudges us off there, trying to do the Hello and welcome guys to the stream. Hope everyone is doing well. Sorry I had my mic off there. So today we have round 4 at Laguna Seca of the Friday Simzone Track Day Championship. Pace was looking good in the hot lap server. We were doing 21.7s, and the world record for the Ferrari was a 21.1, and we had the pace to get a 21.6 or a 21.5, so looks like the qualifying pace will be good. So now we've got about 9 minutes left of free practice, so we're going to go out with the qualifying setup, just see what kind of pace we can do. Obviously it's fast track and a bit different conditions to the hot lap server, but we'll still see what kind of pace we can do. And then hopefully qualifying is optimum as usual, so that we can get a good laps together, but aiming for at least a top 10 today, but hoping for a top 5. But definitely got, I think, the pace for a top 10 today, and we'll try see if we can fight for the top 5. It's one of those tracks where consistency is key, but also it's very easy to make mistakes, but also to force someone else into a mistake. So it's hard to overtake here, but very easy to force someone else to make a mistake and make an easy pass. Luciano, remember to practice to put entry and exit, by the way, because it's quite tight. Both the exit and the entry are both very, very tight. Hi Zach, how's it going? How are you doing today? Thanks, Riddle Time. Yeah, I'll make sure to update it after the race then, or after free practice. How are you doing, Riddle Time? Let's go. You driving Ferrari? Yeah, Porsche still for the endurance championships, and for the next championships we'll be doing will be in Porsche. But for this championship, we're going with the Ferrari. I can't say I'm particularly fond of it. I definitely prefer the Porsche, but the Ferrari is still good. It's just the Porsche suits my driving a lot better. And what about you? Yeah, I'm good, thank you. This is, except Monday and Tuesday, this was my week off work, so enjoying some time to practice. Been doing more stewarding and it's been enjoyable so far. Nice. What community are you stewarding for? Riddle Time. Oh, nice. Live stewarding events are so much better, because if it's like post-race stewarding, a lot of people get away with a lot more, because some people just can't be bothered reporting it, but live stewarding is a lot better, a lot more professional as well. Sprint series on Thursdays, nice. Ah, a bit wide there. Oh, drive the safety car as well, that's nice. Having a safety car as well. I've only done one event that had a safety car in it. I don't think they actually ended up using it, but it is quite good to have one. Especially for tracks where you actually need it. So I know I can do a high 21 on an optimum track, so quali will be interesting. Don't worry, Zach, this is just free practice. so we'll go full focus for qualifying. Yeah, first lap definitely needed, and for the big crashes, especially if you've got tracks like Mount Panorama or when it's wet and things like that, where you've got a chance of pile-ups. And then it kind of gives the F1, depending on when the safety car is, like see for endurance racing, the safety car can then bring in an element of strategy as well, just like how it does in F1. Obviously if it's on the first lap it doesn't make much difference, but if you're in an endurance race and you have a safety car, it does make a bit of difference for strategies. Right, I think I will just quickly adjust my tyre pressures, and so I'm ready for quali. We don't allow serving the mandatory pit stop during a safety car, but we can use it. Oh yeah, that's a good way to do it then. That's a good way to do it. See this quick Porsche guy here, guys, 21.5. I was in the hot lap server this week with him, and I was doing 21.7. Nice lap. I was doing 21.7s in the hot lap server. Yeah. I was doing 21.7s, but I had the pace to do 21.6 or 21.5. But that D Savani, he's done he was doing low 21s, and his best lap was a 120.955. So it was a really good lap. So he did a high 120, so he's got the world record for the Porsche. So he's going to be very quick in quali. But it'll be interesting to see where we can go, because it'll be interesting to see what we can do in quali. I'm hoping that we can improve a bit in get a good lap together in quali. Last week our qualifying wasn't too bad. So the world record on the hot lap server, the world record is a 120.7, and that's in a Lamborghini. And then P2 in the world is a 120.9 by Di Savani in the Porsche. And then the world record for the Ferrari is by George Boothby with a 21.1. So the Lamborghini is quite quick here, but I don't think we have any really quick Lamborghini drivers in the server. Yeah, Ferrari's good. It has good cornering speed, but it lacks a bit on the acceleration, which is where the Porsche gains a lot, because the Porsche's got that torque and the acceleration. But Ferrari's got very good cornering speed and is fairly stable, but it lacks a bit in the braking, but also the acceleration, which is what you need in this track because it's a very tight. The Lambo in real life is bad. Yeah, it's it used to be in the game, like it used to have, sorry I pressed push stop by accident. Lamborghini used to have like one or two good tracks, but it wasn't that competitive on most of the others. But now Lamborghini, the new Lamborghini on ACC, is a bit more competitive at a lot of tracks, but you do need to have a very good setup and a very good driver for it, because I think you have to push it quite hard. but it's a good car now. But I think I'll definitely stick with the Porsche for next championships. Ferrari took pole in Green Hell track by 1 second. That's quite a margin, 1 second. Right, so I'm gonna concentrate for quali. Hopefully it goes optimum because it's only 20 degrees, so it's 7 degrees lower than the hot lap server. So if I could do a 21.7 in the hot lap server, 27 degrees track, should be able to go quite a bit quicker with the lower temps. So we'll see. Yeah, the new Porsche is really nice, and I think it's still got what the old Porsche had in terms of like the acceleration and how it drives, but it's almost easier to drive than the old one was, or I certainly found it's easier to drive it quick than the old one was, or maybe it's just that I'm used to the Porsche now, but I do find that the new Porsche is a bit easier to drive. And I also quite liked it for the endurance racing now as well, because I did the 6 hours of Barcelona and it felt so nice, even though we had to do the double tyre stints on the dry, so we had to do like 2 hours with 1 dry tyre set. It did feel quite nice, but yeah. Me, Ferrari, yeah. Yeah, it depends. You've got to watch the tyre wear and stuff with the Ferrari. Not over pushing it too early. Camber and toe angles make a bigger difference, I found, after the update. It's more mid-engine, less sketchy. Yeah, it is a bit less sketchy, isn't it, the new one? Definitely. So I found when I was practicing as well, see these first 2 laps are rubbish, and then after that the tyres are up to pressure. I found like the 4th and 5th lap of each qualifying run were my best. The other ones I kind of struggled a bit for grip. So these first 2 laps get the tyres up to pressure, and then we can start pushing. Because like that first sector there, that was 4 tenths slower than what it was in the hot lap server. That was 21.5, that was 21.9. That corner is super sketchy in the race. You almost have to turn in just before you can see the apex, so it's very easy to get wrong, especially as your tyres start to wear. At least there's a decent amount of gravel. If you just clip it and go wide, it's okay, because you just go in the gravel and lose a bunch of time. It's if you clip it and spin, that's when it's a bit of a pain. Right, 21.5 first lap by Savini. Very, very quick lap. Right, let's try get that high 21, which we know we can do. Let's try to get it together. Turned in too early. Just a little bit too early there.
Yellow flag accepted.
Okay, tyres are warmed up now, let's start pushing. Try to get a good lap together. Okay, not a great lap there, but 3 laps of fuel left, so we can push, try to get a good one together.
Yellow flag ahead, watch out.
21.5. That's great for a sector. Messed that up. Lost 10th. Oh! I braked myself. I had the second fastest first sector there, and then I've been sector 2. That was the second quickest first sector, guys. Let's try to get this good lap together. Yep, that would have been second quickest first sector. Right, let's try to get this lap together.
Losing time in sector 3. Yellow flag ahead, watch out in front.
Not as good as the last lap, about a 10th slower in the first sector. Still a 0.5.
Yellow flag, be careful there.
Pain. That was a bad cork screw. Okay, so the lap time is there. Just a bad final sector there.
Personal fastest lap. Yellow flag ahead, watch out in front.
When you get new tires. I lost like 2/10 in the final sector, but I've got like the second quickest first sector. I only did a 22.2, but I've got like a 21.9 at least in the lap. P7 right now. Just put fresh tires on, I'm gonna go again. Oh dear, touch the gravel. 3 people on laps.
Car on the left, clear on the left.
Thanks for the time, we'll see what we can do. We've got a lot of pace in the lap, and it's very close, like one more 10th and we would be up 3 positions, so. Just messed up corkscrew on that lap. It wasn't actually that bad a lap if I didn't mess up the corkscrew. So just need to tidy up the lap a bit. I'll let this Ferrari by, I don't want to hold him up on my out lap.
Clear on the right. Yellow flag, be careful.
I think I just braked.
Yellow flag in sector 3.
I braked far too early the lap before, so I tried braking a bit earlier and I braked far too early. Okay, so the tyres won't be warmed up for at least the first lap, but we've got 4 minutes and we've got plenty of fuel, so we've got enough time to push for the rest of the session. This lap will just be mainly about warming up the tyres. Yeah, just don't have much grip. The tyres after the update take a lot longer to warm up, I found. So like I say, it's between the 3rd and 5th lap are usually my best for the tyre window, I found. Okay, 2 minutes 45, so we've at least got 2 laps. See what we can do. Bad first sector. Just don't have any grip on the opening couple laps. It's really weird.
Yellow flag ahead. Be careful. Yellow flag in sector 3.
Got one final lap after this, and our tyres should be warmed up enough to go for a full push. Final lap.
Losing time in sector 3. Yellow flag ahead. Watch out in front.
Oh, so snappy, that's it. Yeah, it's gone. Oh, but yeah, that was not a good quality. Practiced a number of days in advance and was doing 21.7s, and my best lap was a 22.3 there. 22.2 there, so that was pretty rubbish qualifying by me. Have to make it up in the race then, because that was terrible. What was the so yeah, the first sector we were doing was decent, but yeah, my best first sector was really good. My best middle sector wasn't great, and then how did you just go P2? You found 6/10 in the last lap. I've been practicing since Monday, hot lapping. And I made a terrible job of quality, and my best lap was like a 22.2, absolutely rubbish. And then you jump in with like 40 minutes left of free practice, and you still beat me in quality. How? Well, good quality because I messed up my quality. Yep. Yeah, I messed up quality very badly there. And yeah, I have no words for how bad my quality was. I had so much pace in practice and I just completely messed that up. I messed up corkscrew on that lap and I lost it like at least 2/10. So yeah, I'm just a bit disappointed. Nice. The temps were lower than hot lap server, so I should have been able to do quicker, especially since I went up. Come on. I should have been able to do quicker than my 0.7 I was doing in the hot lap server. Just a bit annoying because I was in the hot lap server, I was doing it after like 15 minutes, 10 minutes. I was able to get to the 0.7s quite quickly, but I just did not get the lap together in that session at all. I don't know why. I just didn't get it together very well. But good quality by you. I can't believe you went P2 right on your last lap. You found like 6 cents there. Because I was looking and you were like P9. And I was like, oh, you weren't actually that much quicker than me. And then all of a sudden you just jumped up to P2. Race setup 47 liters. Pressures will be slightly too low. Put all the pressures up by 2 clicks, and then 2 clicks, and then so like from 25.5 to 25.7. Then use current pressures so we can adjust them at the pit stop if they're wrong. Make sure it's fresh tire set, and 47 liters of fuel to start on and add. It's funny, I either get a really good qualifying session or a really bad session. I have no in between. Like that was a really bad one. And then last week I get like a really good lap right on the final lap. I just have no in between sometimes. But yeah, I shall see. Hopefully someone like dies on turn 1 and just takes out everybody, and I can go from like 12th to 3rd on like turn 1. That would just be amazing. If you could just do a donut at the first corner and then like everyone has to drive around you, then that would make it really good for me. Yeah, just adjust the pressures up 2 clicks. I'm glad the quality setup felt good for you then, because I don't know why I struggled so much in that session. I was quite confident going into that session in all honesty, because of what the pace was like in hot lap server, but I had no pace in that session. Yeah, races where it happens. A lot can happen in this track. 47 is plenty, yeah. Make sure you don't miss the start. Yeah, a lot of Ferrari. I'm not sure how many laps it is, but it's like it says 22 laps or so. I'm gonna guess close to 40, maybe 35. I'm not sure. But yeah, it's sorry, Riddle. I was just talking to my teammate. But yeah, as you can see, a lot of Ferraris. So P2 will be your highest. I mean, in quali, this will be your best quali. I can't believe you just got like the perfect lap on the final lap. That's what I did on PLR at like Suzuka. I was doing rubbish the entire session, and then on my final lap I qualified P3, and it just like the entire lap just came together beautiful. It was just amazing. Yeah. Well, my best lap was a 22.2, and I was messaging you this week when I was hot lapping and almost got a 0.6. So yeah. Then that was higher temps, so I completely messed up today. But see what I can do in the race. Yeah. Yeah, if I could make the setups and you drive, that would be a good deal, and then we just split the prize money, because you seem to drive better with my setups than you do with the Go setups. So just, if you can just like win all the prizes and I'll build the setups and then we just split the prize money, I think that would be a good trade deal. Yeah. Thank you. Just say that it'll be available on Popometer in a couple days. Oh, it's a nice sunset. Yeah, we'll see. I'm aiming for 26.8s in the race. Oh, I wasn't sure actually. I aimed for a 26.8, something like that. Nice. Right. Nice. Be careful in turn 1 because you're on the outside. That is not a great place. Just be careful for the dive bombs. He'll get a good launch, he's got good torque.
Green light, go, go, go. Car on the left. Clear on the left. Car on the left. Clear on the left.
I took out Mercedes crash already. I got a great start. I think P9. No, P8. And another crash in front of me. They're fighting very hard right now. P8 already. What a start there. That Ferrari was so slow on the exit of turn 1 and then he murdered the Mercedes. Good stuff for us though. Some free positions. And let's start putting pressure on the guys in front. Nice. Yep. Yeah, unfortunate for them. It's unfortunate for the ones that it wasn't deliberate. That wasn't their fault, they got taken out. But some were just a bit too aggressive on that opening lap. You just have to force some mistakes from the cars in front, I think. It's very difficult to overtake here. Luciano's holding his P2 though. He had a good, well, he had a bad start, but he was able to hold his position at the start. But he didn't get a great launch. I didn't get a great launch, but I was able to box the car in on the inside. That did get a good launch. Oh, I had so much understeer. Big mistake by me there. I did not expect that understeer. Tires may be a bit cold. Try to get those positions back. I went wide already. Yep, keep up. Free position.
Clear on the left.
Try catch back up to that field of cars after my mistake last lap. Just tried to take a bit too much speed into the corner. Tyres were a bit too cold for it. The cars up, 2 cars up in front are battling, which is good for us. Wow.
Well done, mate. Personal fastest lap.
Someone died behind me because there's now a massive gap behind me. He must have spun or hit a curb, I think, because it was half a second going into that sector. Now it's a different car in 4 seconds. So he must have binned it. Nice. Nice one.
Exit to the car heading sector 1. Well done, mate. This has been your personal best.
Clip the curve a little bit there. Need to start pushing and finding some pace. Need to get to the low 22s for the race pace. .21.4 race pace by the Porsche. How is that possible? On race pace? Right, let's try get into a rhythm now. Try find some pace. Starting to find a little bit of time, but still slower than the car in front. Okay, so still 10th slower that lap.
Well done, mate.
Losing a bit in sector 1.
Yellow flag, be careful there.
Someone binned it. Oh, 406 binned it. Was that not the guy in P3? Well, that's free position for us. He was one of the quick fries, so I'm not sure what happened there, if that was contact. Was 2 tenths up in the first sector there, so we found a bit of time in the first sector, but I lost it because I got completely distracted with him being off track there. Copy. 5th and 6th are battling, so hopefully we can catch up a bit to them. And that 406 Ferrari has gone to the pits, so either retiring or going to have to make a double pit stop, because it's a mandatory pit stop and pit window, and we're not at the pit window yet. Okay. Minor 26.8. Okay, 3-way battle coming up for P5 up in front of us, so hopefully as they start to battle we can catch up a bit. Ah, did he hit the curb? I did one. It looked like either it's a very easy place to hit the curb, but just where he'd actually spun, I wasn't sure if it had maybe been contact. That's a shame for him, he's usually quite quick.
Yellow flag in sector 1.
Quite a tight battle up in front of us, 15 minutes to pit window. not going side by side at the moment, but they're still in a bit of dirty air up in front. We want to take advantage of that. Try and use our clean air to push. Oh, a bit of snap. Oversteer there. That white foot eye is falling back a bit. Sector 2, lost a bit of time. A mistake from one of them, there's some gravel up. A little bit of a slide there. Nice. Ciano holding on to that P2. Big bit of understeer there through that sector. Ferrari's up in front. I think that is P6, P5 and P4 battling there. Yeah, that's P7, P6, P5 and P4 up in front. Copy. Yeah.
Mid window is open.
Copy. Good, good, good.
Yellow flag in sector 2. Gaining on the driver ahead in sector 3.
Yep, Ferrari in front made a mistake, I think. Sector 3. So annoying, I had no pace compared to what I was in practice. It's very frustrating. P8. Pace is still rubbish at the moment. Let's find the space. Where is it? Obviously the tyres will have dropped off a bit by now, but it's not the reason for my pace being so rubbish. My driving is just absolute rubbish this tonight.
Losing time to the car in front in sector 2. There's a slow car up ahead. Pit stop info seems all good. So can pit in a lap or two, I think.
copy. I'm struggling for pace at the moment, I don't know why. I'm just going to come in this lap. Right, let's try to find some pace in the second half of the race, because qualifying pace was awful and so is the race pace. So good in practice as well, and just no pace at all at the moment. It's a bit frustrating. Yeah, we'll see what we can do next time. It's so hot in my room now. The PC and my room, even with the window open, now in summer it's just like an oven. We need to get a fan or something. Right, let's try and make this up in the second stint.
Mandatory stop and start here. Come on, let's go. Faster cars approaching. Car on the right. Clear on the right.
Well, that feels a bit better now with the fresh tyres. Let's see what we can do. I think that Ferrari in front of me's made up time through the pit stops though. Well, I think we got a good pit stop. Fairly late to put on the pit limiter and stopped on the jack, so I think our pit stop was good, but that Ferrari was already ahead of me before the pit stops, and I think he has undercut us a bit as well. Don't know if we beat anyone through the pit stops. We'll have to wait until the end of the pit window. Nice one, keep it up. Yeah. He'll make it up near the end because he'll struggle if he doesn't take charge. So I think those guys that exited the pit lane were the ones battling for top 5 before the pit stops. So they've come out fairly close together again. So they'll maybe start battling a bit more. Yeah, the white Ferrari came out ahead of the other Ferrari. Or they battled on pit exit, I'm not sure. Yep. Yep. Someone else exiting the pit lane, possibly joining that battle. Trying to figure out why it said it was a Ferrari in front, but it looked like a Porsche. That's a back marker in front of me. That makes sense now. So let's try find some pace now. Fresh tyres. New stint. Try find some of the space back. Down at 4.7 to the car in front. So either he exited the pit lane behind that queue of cars, or they've been battling quite hard and cost themselves a bit of time, I'm not sure, but we did gain quite a bit of time that lap because we were about 6-7 seconds. They're battling though, it's good for us. Hopefully we can catch up a bit. Messed up. Was number 34 the one you were battling with? Megazzi? Because it says I overtook him too. Do you think he spun or something? Because that's weird. Because he was right behind you before the pit stop. Weird. Yep.
Car on the left. Later on the left.
That Porsche let us through nice and easy, still got another back marker coming up. Car in front lost a second there, not sure what happened there, something happened going into the final corner. Lost a second in the final sector. Come on, Cody. This is just terrible now.
Falling behind to the car in front in sector 3.
Yeah, messed up. Sector 3 consistently seems to be my worst sector. But this, I'm sorry guys, this place is rubbish. I do apologise. I did a lot of practice with this one, so I was hoping it would be good, and just pace tonight has not been up to scratch, so I do apologise. Just frustrating me more than anything. I think that was just a back marker. Oh no, free position actually. Weird to retire so close to the end, unless he hit the wall and has wrecked his car. Usually if you go off there, you're just into the gravel. Well, P7. puncture the gravel there, not ideal. Another one hit a sausage. Yeah, if you hit the wall there, it's quite nasty. Usually you're able to save it and just go in the gravel. At least we made that big mistake on the second lap. And I think I made one or two small going wides like that. It's just needing to find the pace. The car feels alright. That's why I'm confused why my pace is so slow. Because the car's actually feeling quite good. Luciano's running the same setup as me as ESP2 because I built the setup and he's running the same one that I built, and the car itself is feeling good. Nice. It's just a bit annoying the pace isn't quite as good as I was expecting it to be. Like I say, I was expecting a 21 at least in qualifying, and at least low 22s in the race. At least we're P7, because we started P12, so that's a bonus. Black marker or free position? Not a black marker, it looks like. Indent and corkscrew, I think. Fourth and third are quite close, but apart from that I think the gaps have kind of opened up now. I think that was just the two back markers colliding. So I don't think any benefit to us.
Losing time to the car in front in sector 3.
Yeah, I did back off a bit. Sector 3. tiny bit wide there. Just backed off so I didn't spin, because it was just enough gravel that if I held the throttle on I might have spun. This is right on the back of the Lambo, which will hopefully give us a bit of breathing room if the Mercedes tries to pass the Lambo, which it looks like it's going to try and do over the next 3 laps. They're very close to each other. Just under 11 minutes to go now. P4 is holding that 0.8 of a second gap to P3. Just gained 0.3 though, as I say that. He's staying between half second and 0.8 behind P3. That marker just moving out the way there. Oh, has someone binned it or had a collision? And there's a yellow flag up in front. I don't see any back markers. So it's very possibly someone for position has binned it or had contact. I had to lift off the brakes there. I thought the Lambo was going to go into the back of my car. So just lifted off the brakes and went wide. And when I was skidding around. So we've got to defend now for the final 9 minutes. Lambo brakes so much later than I do there, but I gained so much on the exit, so I'm not sure if he just is continually out braking himself or he just has a very late brake marker, because he gains a lot on the entry but then he seems to lose to me on the exit. 2 tenths separating P4 and P3 right now. Very, very close. Listen out for any yellow flags up in front in case you have a collision. Lambo outbraked himself. Now it's the Merc behind us. P6 is now also half a second off P5, sorry. So P4 and P3 are separated by half a second, and P6 and P5 are separated by half a second, with just under 6 minutes to go, so very close. Still P7. We've got 2 cars within a second behind me. Like 12-second gap in front of me, but all very close. Little bit of contact on the entry to the corkscrew, a little bit of damage on my rear bumper. P4 and P3 really close together, and so is P6 and P5. Oh, the Merc going for the dive. Oh, I couldn't do the cutback because the Lambo was there. Tried to brake early and go for a cutback, but the Lambo was there. Oh man. That was a bit of a dive from the Merc though. I mean, he made the apex, so technically it's still a fair move, but it's quite far back. I didn't expect him to send it there. Dropped to P8. Yeah, I'll save the replay on that one because yeah, I'm not sure. He kind of seemed to just push me wide a bit. It was quite far back, and then I tried to do a cutback on him because he braked too late. But then the Lamborghini went for it at the same time, so I couldn't do that. So yeah, I'm not too pleased with that one. Oh yeah, he's dropped 5 seconds. Possibly. Oh yeah, 3/10 separating him. My teammate was just saying there that P6 and P5 are really close together because P5 binned it.
Sometimes the car in front in sector 2.
Yeah, that's true. There's that contact into corkscrew. So yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if he gets a time penalty for that. Unfortunately, with no live stewards, you do have to report it, but they are very good with the stewarding job. Yeah, Sealy, I have no problem with him. He's gone side by side with me, but he's left me space on the outside. Like, we went side by side through corkscrew, and he left me space on the outside. He didn't force his way through. He gave a fair battle, whereas the Mercedes just pushed me wide in turn 1, so you can see two different types of drivers. Oh, a bit of understeer for me there. Gonna have to take a very compromised line there. Oh, is he gonna get the run on me? That was a good move by him if it is. Fair play. That was a good move by him. I understeered and then he took advantage of that. So close to the end as well. But yeah, fair overtake there. Smart one as well. Got the cut back on me. Excellent job, mate. Don't forget about the interview as well. Excellent job. Oh, P9. Disappointed with that, but fantastic result by you, Luciano P2. I put a lot of practice into that one, building the setup on that. I'm disappointed how bad my pace was, to be honest. Yeah, that's true. The setup was amazing for you. It's just, I don't know why. My pace was just rubbish there. But yeah, great result by you, and remember your interview as well, don't forget. Yeah. What did you say, sorry? Yeah. 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 Right. No worries. Glad the setup was good, and my apologies that my pace was so bad. But yeah. Great result. Great result. And I'm glad the setup was good as well. You too, Matt. Yeah, at least we finished higher than where we started. It's just a bit annoying. Like I say, I put a lot of practice into that one, so I was hoping for better pace because I had good pace in practice. But just one of those things. Just the setup was great. The car felt good. I just didn't have the pace tonight. So just one of those things. But yeah. Hopefully do some streams next week. We've got the next round of this on Friday, and then we have an endurance race on Saturday, the final of the RCI. So I'm expecting my pace to be slow for the next round of this because we have to do full focus for RCI because we're 2 points behind P4 in the championship. So I'm giving RCI finale my full focus for next week. So I won't be doing much practice for the next round of this. But yeah, we'll see how we get on. Like I say, the pace in practice was good, so I feel like my pace is starting to get better with this car. I just didn't have much pace tonight. So yeah. But as always, guys, thank you for watching. Hope you all have a good weekend. But yeah, as always, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and see you again next time.